Hi, Algebra 1. This is going to go over page 125, 126. Wow, it's already goofed up on me. So hope all is going well. And we're going to run through these problems as soon as it comes up. So remember, we are using something called pattern graphing. And pattern graphing will allow us to graph our parabolas in a pretty easy way. All right, so xy axis, we have y, this is problem number 1, y equals x squared plus 2x minus 8. So my a value is 1, my b value is 2, my c value is that negative 8. We're going to use x equals negative b over 2a. So I'm going to get negative 2 over 2 times 1, which just comes out to negative 1. So that's our axis of symmetry. We're then going to use this value for our vertex. We're going to plug it in, so I'm going to get negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 minus 8. Well, that's going to give me 1. That's going to give me negative 2 and negative 8. So doing that math comes out to negative 9. So 1, negative 9 is our vertex. And then we can easily pattern graph. Our pattern graph is A135. Our A value is 1, so we're just going to graph using the 135. So I'm going to go right 1, up 1. So that's at 0, negative 8, which happens to be the y-intercept in this case because the x value is 0. Now I'm going to go left 1, up 1. So that's going to take me to negative 2, negative 8. And then we're going to go up 3. So right 1, up 3. Left 1, up 3. And so that's going to give me 1, negative 5. And that's going to give me negative 3, negative 5. And then we can go up one more. If we go up one more, watch what's going to happen because we're going to go with the 5. So if I go right 1, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and left 1, up 5, it takes us right to these points. So that's 2, 0 and negative 4, 0. And so here's our parabola. We got everything listed. These are the x-intercepts. Here's the y-intercept. Vertex, axis of symmetry. Number 2. We have what? Really? Again? Number 2 is going to be done the same way as soon as we can get to it. Number 2, we have y equals x squared minus 4x minus 2. My a value is 1, my b value is negative 4, my c value is negative 2. We're going to use x equals negative b over 2a. So that's going to give me negative 4 over 2 times 1, which comes out to positive 2. So x equals 2. That's my axis of symmetry. So if I draw my xy axis, make that red, 1, 2. There's my vertical component to that. And then I'm going to find my vertex, which is 2, something. Plug 2 in here, you get 4. Plug 2 in here, you get negative 8. No longer plug 2 in. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. Negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. So 2, negative 6. It's down here. And then from there, we're going to go, our pattern graph is a times 135. My a value happens to be 1, so that's going to stay as 135. So I'm going to go right 1, up 1. So that's going to take me to 3, negative 5. Left 1, up 1. That takes me to 1, negative 5. And then I'm going to go right 1 more, up 3. And left 1 more, up 3. So that's going to take me to 0, -2, and that's going to take me to 4, -2. And if I do the 5, it's going to be up higher. So our parabola looks like this. So our x-intercepts, they do exist somewhere around here and here, but they are called irrational because we can't see exactly where they are. Number 3, we have y equals -x² plus 4. So my a value is 1. My b value, there's no x term, so it has to be 0, and then my c value is equal to 4. So if I use x equals -b over 2a, I'm going to get -0 over 2 times 1, which is just 0. Excuse me. Excuse me. So our axis of symmetry is actually right here, straight down this line. Let's find our vertex. So I have 0, comma something. If I plug 0 in here, I'm going to get 0 plus 4, which, so 0, 4. It's right up there. And then if I pattern graph, it's a times 1, 3, 5. Well, my a value is 1. So we're just doing, and it's actually -1. So this will be -1, -3, -5. So I'm going to go right 1, down 1. So that's going to take me to 1, comma 3. Left 1, down 1. And that will take me to -1, comma 3. If I do one more, I go right 1, down 3. Look what happened. Left 1, down 3. So we found where it crossed the x-axis. And there we go. There's our parabola. Some of them I make wider because I'm just drawing it. So for 4, 5, and 6, make sure you just watch what I'm doing at the board. Maybe pause your video now while I work out these at the board. And then we're going to go to the notes. So back to the notes. So there's a whole lot here. So when you talk about linear equations, the difference between each of these is 1. Okay, and that happens with linear. With quadratic, notice this. This is a distance of 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5. Okay, so we're just subtracting 10 minus 5, 5 minus 2, 2 minus 1, etc. The distance between this, that's going to be 5. That's going to be a distance of 3. That's going to be a distance of 1. That's going to be a distance of 1. Let's see. Oops, hang on. I grouped up. Oh, that distance here is 2. It's there to there. There to there's 3. That's fine. There to there's 1. There to there's 1. That's the distance 3, distance 5, so on and so forth. So we have all of these patterns that take place with quadratics, which is pretty cool. So if we take a look at this, this is not the most vital thing to think about. It's everything we've been dealing with. You find the axis of symmetry, which is x equals -b over 2a. You find the vertex, which is the -b over 2a, and then plugged it in for y. Y-intercept is always going to be 0, comma c, so your c value is right there. And our x-intercepts, sometimes they will be points that we can list, but sometimes you would write irrational dependent upon. So these are all going to be done the exact same way as the rest of them as we go through. Okay, all of these are done the same way. And I just wanted to start the homework to think about this for a minute. Okay, so remember we've been doing these for a while. So this point here is going to lead me to x minus 1, and this one is going to lead me to x plus 1. Now, I want to multiply these together, which is going to give me x squared minus 1. Okay, that's my standard form. But the next thing I want to do is we do have a vertex here. So let's think about this. Now we want to figure out the a value. Okay, so do I go right one up one and left one up one? And if the answer is yes, it means my a value is 1. So the answer to this is just x squared minus 1. We don't have a b value in this one. So let's take a look at the next one. So that's going to give me x plus 4 and x minus 1. And then let's take a look at our pattern graph. Well, we can't really see our vertex too well, but it does appear that it goes right one. This one's off. This one's off. I think the a value here is supposed to be 2, but our graph is off a little bit. So basically, this is 2 times x plus 4, x minus 1. And then if you multiplied this together, FOIL it, you're going to get x squared plus 3x minus 4. Then distribute the 2. So you'd get 2x squared plus 6x minus 8. Then on this one, the a value, write one down one. Our a value is automatically going to be -1. So that's going to give me x plus 4, x minus 2. We multiply those, and we have a negative a value because it's opening downward, and it's that quick pattern. And if I multiply this together, I'm going to get x squared plus 2x minus 8. And then I'll multiply the -1, so negative x squared minus 2x plus 8. So for the rest of today, let's have us just work on page 129 and 130, and which I already did 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if you can figure it out. Work during class. Ask me questions if you have questions. I'm happy to help you. Have a nice day.